Hey, hi, hold on, I'm trying to... How do you pin a comment? Does anybody know how to pin a comment? Going live for like 20 minutes to answer some questions. Ask away. Okay, how do I pin a comment? Press on it? Oh, wait, fuck. You guys... Wait, okay. Post, and then... Wait, how do I do this? Oh my god. Switch. Okay, did it work? Is it pinned? Howdy doody. What's up? What did I have for lunch? That's a good... Oh, shit. Okay, first, what did I have for lunch? Haven't eaten yet. Don't take good care of myself. Second of all, the Jan asks, do you do fashion? That, who's asking? Next. Oh, you're doing amazing, sweaty. Do you speak Spanish? I don't. I'm very ashamed in myself and my parents for not teaching me how to speak Spanish, but at this point, right now, currently in my life, I don't have any time to even learn any more English. So, later on in my life, I actually would love to learn as many languages as possible later on in my life. So, as soon as that happens... Does Crystal Method smell good? Do you know what? Crystal, I don't know if you're watching this or if you can see this, but one of the first things I noticed about Crystal was that she did smell good. But, you know, when I first saw Crystal, I have to admit, I immediately thought she probably smells bad. But she has good hygiene, I think. Where am I from? I am from Chicago, originally, like Chicago area, Midwest, and I moved to LA 2 years ago. Oh my god, can you hear my stomach rumbling? Wow. My favorite drag queen? Good question. My favorite drag queen of all time currently, right now, at this point in my life, is Juno Birch, and that is at Juno Birch on Instagram, JUNOBIRCH. Please go give her a follow. She is, right now, my number one favorite drag queen. I think she's absolutely incredible. She's created a completely new genre that only she fits into. So, definitely go look her up, Juno Birch. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. Is Sharon Needles a nice person? I was going to try to make a joke and say, no, I hate Sharon Needles. But I actually really like Sharon Needles. She's been very kind to me and has had a lot of really amazing advice. And, you know, she's kind of gone through the system in a very similar way that I would like to. So I look up to her a lot. Who's my favorite problematic? Fields, rephrase that question. Do I make my costumes? Yes. Well, yes. My mom makes most of my costumes, and she taught me how to sew, so anything that my mom doesn't make, either I make or I get from, like, thrift stores. Do me and Hunter live together? No. Hunter lives... It's funny. Actually, we both live in Koreatown, and literally, like... If there were no buildings in between mine and his house, I could see into his house and what he's doing. We live, like, less than a 2-minute walk away, but he lives with the rest of the House of Avalon, which, contrary to popular belief, I am not a part of the House of Avalon, so don't get it twisted. How many wigs do I own? Let me look at the wig shelf. You know what? I'm so bad because I only have one styrofoam wig head. I know, shocking. But all of my wigs right now are, I'm so embarrassed to say, but they're literally all laying on top of each other, and it's so bad. But I restyle my wigs anyways every time I wear them, so it's like they're very gently laid there. Do I style my own wigs? Yes. Fun fact about me, Gigi Goode of season 12 of RuPaul's Drag Race, is that I have never worn a wig or a piece of hair or hat or anything of that sort that I have not personally made or styled. And I'm in full support of supporting other artists and hairstylists and stuff like that, but for some reason I am such a control freak that I want to be completely and utterly in charge of everything that is happening up here. So I do all my own wigs, every single one of them. I've never worn a wig that I have not styled or made. Like this wig I made from scratch, and I dyed it and did all that shit. But yeah, I take a lot of inspiration from other hairstylists, and there have been some hairs that I have done that have been inspired by other hairstylists and wig makers that I do, tag them in. But eat my kidney stones. Well, send them to my P.O. box. My sign, I'm a Sagittarius. My birthday is December 2nd, which is the same as Britney Spears. Just coincidence? Maybe. Maybe not. Do I tuck? Rare. It's rare. No. Short answer, no, I don't tuck. And you know what? I'm gonna get into something really quick. So you can keep asking questions. I'm sorry if I missed them, but I have to get into this right now. This Gothy Ken doll situation is too much. Too much. Not on Gothy's side, because if you guys know what I'm talking about, Gothy posted that picture of her, I think, at London Drag Con, and she was wearing that gorgeous look with, like, the braids sticking up there, and she didn't tuck, and everyone was, like, reading her for it, rather than looking at the amazing costume and hair that she was wearing, which, and I know that she talked about it on Twitter, being like, well, where I'm from, it's not, like, it's a very American thing to standardize, like, tucking in drag all the time, and I think it's fine if you don't tuck. I think the only people who get pressed about tucking are people who think that drag queens need to look like real women, which I can still look like a real woman and not tuck. Anyways, okay, moving on. My favorite queen on Drag Race ever is Violet Chachki. Love her so much. Love her drag. Her drag is my favorite drag of any drag queen's drag on that show. And I love all the drag queens who have gone through the system, but Violet is really one of the queens that definitely changed my view on drag. Family jewels. Okay, you guys, I was just talking about this, and I came out and said, oh my god, this is really nerve-wracking to say, but that Fruit is a better album than Electra Heart. Listen, I don't want an argument. I'm happy for a nice, civilized conversation about it, but I'm sorry. I just had to come out and say that Fruit is a better album than Electra Heart. It just, it just did it for me, And I do really love Electra Heart. Don't get me wrong, they're really close to each other. And Electra Heart, like I said earlier in my story, is definitely, my drag. When I started doing drag, I was, only performing Electra Heart, let me tell you. Electra Heart, Melanie Martinez, and Iggy Azalea. Those were my three starting out moments. Hi, Dagan. What's cooking? What's shaking bacon? Oh my gosh. At Vic Rebello gave me a Team Gigi bracelet at Mickey's the other night, and it was very overwhelmingly cute. Is season 12 a fashion forward season? Fashion forward it's a hard thing to... I'll tell you that season 12 is... personally, my favorite season when it comes to looks. I will say that. Missy Tarifi. Is this James Charles? Yes. Yeah. It is. You know what? Listen, I'm aware that I look like James Charles. well, James Charles looks like me because I'm older than him, but I'm aware that we look alike. And I'm aware that I also have some similarities to Morgan McMichaels, and those right now are like the only two people I'm getting compared to, but y'all need to get more creative with my celebrity comparisons right now, because it's just like, I don't know, like, it's great. Like, James is great, Morgan's great, but, like, why can't you just, like, tell me I look like Anne Hathaway? You know what I mean? Come on. Oh, that's a good question. What waist corset brands do you use? I only own one corset, and it's the one that I've been using. Do I have it? There it is. Oh my god, hold on. So, here's my corset. It's really cute. It's from this brand here in LA. It's on Magnolia Boulevard, and the brand is called What Katie Did. Katie, I think. Katie. Yes, here, wait. Look at. Here's the tag, What Katie Did. And actually, funny enough, I found out about this store because of James Charles DragCon drag video. So, my roommate Maggie just walked out, probably to smoke a cigarette. You're right, JanSport is everything. I wholeheartedly agree. What do I think of my fan clubs? Okay, y'all, it is fucking weird having fan clubs. I mean, I love it, and it's, like, so overwhelmingly special to me, but it is crazy. It is crazy that there are people that are literally making fan pages. And not just that, the fan art, you guys, oh my god, I don't know if any of you are on here who have made me fan art, but you guys are so... Okay, love you. Bib artist right there. One of my favorites. The people who if you've made me fan art, or if, it's like, it's crazy. Like, I cannot fathom the fact that you people are taking time out of your day to stare at my face and redraw it on paper, or even on, you know, like, I know you guys do a lot of digital painting and stuff too, which I am still completely obsessed with, but crazy. Do I ever pick my nose? Who doesn't? Do I smoke? I don't smoke cigarettes, but I do smoke marijuana. And I think that it's perfectly fine to normalize that now, so let's do that. Yeah. My brother says I need to draw all of my fans, so... What? Bib artist, right? I mean, I'm just, like, reading it, like, sounding out the words. Who am I? Funny you should ask. You're on my live right now, and my name is Gigi Goode, so... Who are you? Nose picked her. You are fucking right. I just want you to punch me in the face. Do you know, I've always wanted to know what it feels like to punch somebody in the face, as well as being punched in the face. So, send me your location and we'll figure that out. I really want to put, you guys, I want to put both of my brothers in drag, actually, really bad. Like, snap. My oldest brother has hair almost down to his ass, and if I could snatch that shit into a ponytail and, like, oh my god, Ethan and Mac, you better get the fuck ready, because I'm about to paint you down. Oh yeah, I did do a video with Miles J. That was so much fun. I love Miles. Have I had this face on since 8 a.m.? No, I started painting at 10 a.m. I just had to do an interview, so just thought I'd make the most of having this face on. Oh, also... Just a reminder, it is my close sister Hunter Crenshaw's birthday. His Instagram is Hunter Crenshaw. Please go show him some love. He means the world to me, and it's his birthday, and that's very special. 21, aren't you? Ugh, I'm not 21 anymore, and I know it's, like, really embarrassing, and I'm, like, really pressed and upset about it, but unfortunately I'm... So annoying. I feel ancient. You thought I was 18? Where is this hair from? Who did this hair? I want it. This hair is from my 2 hands. I did the hair, and you can't not have it. What color is my favorite wig? Do you know what? Every time I put on a wig, like a new wig, it automatically becomes my favorite wig. Like, this wig right now is my new favorite wig. And it's like, I don't know. I love this wig, clearly, as you can tell. Your opinion on Gaga, in all caps with 2 exclamation points and 1 question mark. Gaga's great. She also played a big part in my drag upbringing. Love her. Gaga or Lana? Sorry, everybody. Gaga. I mean, I just don't... It's not like I don't like Lana. I just, like... Something you really need to know about me is that I'm not, like, a very musically inclined person. And I know that there are a lot of people who love to listen to music who are not, but I'm telling you, like, I never listen to music. I know, that's, like, really bad. But I just, like, if I have free time... The only time right now I listen to music, honestly, is if I need to memorize a song for performance. And, like, Lana was never really a part of the music that because I do listen to music, but the music that I listen to is pretty, like, carefully, it's tinily curated, tinily small, it's a small curation. Somebody rephrase that for me. Did I always want to design costumes like I do now? I've been designing costumes since I could hold a pencil, like, my Barbie dolls, my Barbie dolls were wrecked with fashion, let me tell you. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Hi, Cindy Vicious. You guys, Cindy_Vicious has just joined the live, and that is the bitch that I started doing drag with. Actually, she is the first person to give me a booking in drag, which I don't even remember if it was, like, paid or not, but we just did this, like, underage venue, and, like, we were all doing just, like, really stupid performances. It was the first time I had ever performed in drag. Yeah, love her. Go follow her. Who would you want to paint in the future? Actually, funny that this keeps coming back to James Charles, because I really want to paint James. And I don't disagree with you guys that we look similar. I actually do think we look very similar. And I think if I painted him, like, with my exact face and got the exact same hair, exact same outfit, we would look borderline identical. But I'm skinnier. How your mind is from a 32-year-old woman. That's actually so funny. Last week, I just abducted the mind from this 32-year-old woman that I saw at a Costco. And, you know, I just, like, saw how she was talking to people and thought it was interesting, so I just decided to steal her mind from her and use it as my own. Ray Latre, welcome to the stage. Real leader. How did I come up with my drag name? Is well, Good comes from season 3 of American Horror Story. Jessica Lange, Fiona Good. Did you keep my shirt, or is it in the trash? It is in the trash. Do I have a boyfriend? I don't have a boyfriend. Honestly, the last boy I dated, I still love very dearly. And it ended, how many months ago? Maybe a year ago. Maybe over a year ago. Definitely over a year ago it ended. Wow, time flies when you're having fun. But, yeah, I don't really want to date. I just don't really care to date. I don't care to be in a relationship. I don't care to hook up with people. Like, I just don't care. I'm dating myself. I only have time to date myself. Sorry. Favorite season of RuPaul's Drag Race. You guys are gonna hate me, but season 7 is my all-time favorite season of RuPaul's Drag Race because, bitch, it broke some boundaries, and it also curated some of the most famous drag queens that there are right now. You know, it's got, you know, like Trixie, Katya, Violet, etc., etc., etc. And I just love season 7. It's my favorite. Thank you so much. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. What time is it? 2:40. Okay, I'm gonna end this bitch in 15 minutes. So give me some hard-hitting questions, y'all. Sorry, I burped. Pants or a dress when in drag? I love both equally, but I love pants more. Tips for new queens. This has been coming into my life so much lately, and my only tip for new queens, and I know this might be much different than what a lot of people say, but my tip for new queens is don't watch tutorials. Just do it. Figure it out for yourself. Because, okay, let me rephrase that. Because you can watch tutorials if you're, like, learning how to do very basic things that you can then adapt in your own way. But you need to be able to cultivate your own drag in your own style, because that's the only way you're going to be passionate about it. If you're just copying somebody else's face, then it might be gorgeous. You might be doing a great job, but it's like, I don't know, doing that over and over and over again, does that sound fun to you? Like, come up with your very own drag. That is my tip. And have fun. Don't take it seriously. Why? Okay, 2 separate people on this live have told me to eat their kidney stones so far, so maybe I just should. What part of drag do you hate the most? Okay, I'll give 2 answers. The part of drag, not involving being in drag that I hate the most is criticism from people. And it's just not, I mean, like I just said, it's not serious. You guys, if you ever just have the impulse to comment something on a drag queen's post, or, you know, try to correct something that they've worn, like, if you comment, like, oh, this is pretty, but I wish you would have worn blonde hair. That is my least favorite part of drag, because it's not your drag, it's theirs. They're doing it, they posted it, and it's not your drag to try to fix. And it's not serious, you guys. We are clowns. We are literal clowns. This is me honking my clown nose, okay? Doesn't matter. It's not that serious. Stop with the negativity. It doesn't matter. And then my least favorite part of drag, being in drag, is that I have to pad and wear tights to get the body that I want for now. But I just hate, tights are painful when they're too tight on your toes, no matter how many times you pull them away. It's like, it's so annoying. Wow, you guys, there's so many questions. I'm just reading through. Do my parents support me being a drag queen? Yes, they do. My mom makes all my outfits for me. Who should win All Stars 4, in my opinion? In my opinion, it should be Pork Chop. What? You guys, here, you can just, like... What do I really dislike? Just in general? Wow, that's a broad question. But, I don't like, people who are not kind 24/7. Even if you're having a bad day, you guys, like, if you're having the worst day of your life, just be kind. You can internally be pissed off and angry, but just be kind to everybody, you guys. Honestly, it can make anybody's day if you hold the door open for them or just smile. I just hate people who are not kind. That is what I hate the most. Have I ever eaten a raw coffee bean? Ever? I did, actually, the other night. My friend Mike gave me an edible that was a coffee bean. And it was raw and covered in chocolate. Does that count? I don't know. Can I share boy fashion tips? That's hard. I've never been asked that before. But you know what's funny is I care just as much about how I look as a boy as I do in drag. And my friends can attest, like, I will not even go to the gas station wearing some raggedy ass outfit. Like, I don't know, I'm so obsessed with clothes and, like, material things that, oh my god, just, oof, I just love clothes so much. I don't know, just tips on boy fashion? Well, the one thing I will say is that most of the boy clothes that I wear are not for men. I never buy men's clothes. I only buy women's clothing. Nicki, how is it to see Nicki Minaj in person? She is so much tinier than you realize. And I mean, obviously you can Google her height, but I did not do that prior, and I don't know why I thought she would be, taller than she was, but she is tiny. I just got a text, sorry. Okay. Oh my god, what is going on? Did you guys do the broom challenge the other night? That was crazy. Talk about my mom making my looks. Okay. I will talk about my mom making my looks. So my mom, the first thing my mom ever made for me was... Okay, so I've gone through lots of different eras in drag. This is my current era. I can't describe it. But the one before this one was my era before this one was, like, all vintage. So for, like, probably 5 years out of, like, the 8 that I've been doing drag, I was, like, strictly vintage queen. Like, I would only wear 1950s clothes, like, period, and my mom has a cedar closet in our basement that's just full of vintage dresses. So, the first thing she made for me was a, like, 1950s Dior style wedding dress. And then from there, I just started designing and she started creating, and, you know, I designed, she puts the puzzle piece together, so, it's amazing. I love her. Talk about the egghead Halloween look. Okay, first of all, I will talk about it. Second of all, it was from the movie Coneheads, and if you've not seen the movie Coneheads, I am completely ashamed. Completely ashamed in you, if you have not seen the movie Coneheads, because it's cinematic masterpiece, and that is where those looks came from. And those we did, my friend Daniel, who's a special effects makeup artist at Daniel ZROTFL on this here Instagram, he made the mold, and I poured latex into it and rolled it around and blew it with an blow dryer, and just made a bunch of bald caps for me and my friends, and it took 5 ever, but it was really worth it. It was so fun. My favorite eyeshadow palette, you guys, oh my gosh. Do you know what I've been strictly using? Is the kimchi one. If you haven't tried the kimchi palette, y'all have been sleeping on it, because it is, like, I'm all the neutral shadows that I wear now are from that palette, and then she has, like, a bright blue, a bright pink, and I think those are the 2 bright colors, but it's so funny and crazy what you can do with just those colors. I don't know, bitch. And the formula is great. Chef's kiss. Give me money to try it. Well, I'm gonna need to make some money first. Who is your best friend on the show? Why would you ask me that question? That's not a good question. I'm not even gonna answer that, because there's no answer to it. Something that is also different about, or something that I'm excited about with our season is that we all love each other so much. Like, the amount of support and love coming from the sisters on my season with me is so overwhelming. Like, even when we were there to right now, like, there's just zero negativity. I love all of them. Did I crash my mother's car? Oh, did you look at her Instagram? It wasn't her car, it was mine. Mine and my brother's, actually. And yes, I did crash the car. I totaled it because, and this is going to sound like a fake story, but it's true. I was scratching my face right here, and I wear glasses every day because I'm blind. And my glasses fell off my face and onto the floor, and I was going, like, 40 miles an hour, and I reached down to pick them up, and when I came back up, the car in front of me had stopped, and I rear-ended them and totaled the car, and somehow came out with 0 injury. Greetings. I've never flipped a car. That stresses me out. And actually, do you know what? After that happened, I never really wanted to drive again. Actually, I don't think I ever will drive again. Because I hate driving cars. I hate it. I hate being behind the wheel of a car. I have had to get my license renewed for so long, like over a year. I went to the DMV over a year ago to get my license renewed. Should have gotten it. They never sent in the mail, but I never went back because it stresses me out so much. I hate driving. Driving sucks, okay? Sucks. Favorite TV show, you guys? I don't even watch TV. I don't watch TV. I don't listen to music. I don't watch TV. I usually just sit in silence and put makeup on. Sorry, but it's true. It's true. Do I have a favorite song to perform? Pretty much every song I do is my favorite in the moment. My favorite song to perform. You know what was so fun to perform was I did Wind It Up by Gwen Stefani in my little German dirndl look that my mom made, and that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. Do I want my own house since I'm not in the House of Avalon? This is a fun conversation to have, and I only have a few minutes left to have it, so this is what I will end with, which I think is important. I don't ever plan on starting my own house. I don't ever plan on having a drag daughter or son or child. It is just not something that has been a part of my upbringing, and I know that a lot of drag queens start that way. A lot of drag queens start by having a drag mother, and then they are just kind of roped into that way of doing drag, which is totally fine, and I have, the utmost respect for that, but that is not how I started doing drag. I started doing drag on my own, in my bedroom, from my own imagination, and I didn't even know that there was a word for it. I didn't know that drag was a word for what I was doing, and then I just found out that, there's a whole art form for what I love to do. And when it comes to, like, a drag mother, my mom, like, my real mom is my drag mom because, she taught me how to sew, she's taught me how to work with textiles, she's the one who had all the makeup that I would steal and use, and, like, it's just not, I consider the House of Avalon and Rosie Thorne and my roommate as, we're not in a house together, all of us, but I consider them all very close family, and I, hold on to that. I think the label of a house is not really necessary for that kind of relationship, but, you know how it be. Okay, well, thank you all so much for tuning in. I cannot believe, this many people, oh my god, let me just rephrase, I just had a stroke. I can't believe how many of you have stuck around this whole time, so thank you so much, and I will hopefully get back on live again soon. Oh my gosh, one more thing. I know, I've been, like, promoting this all day, and it might be kind of tacky or whatever, but I did just start Cameo. I just started Cameo, and I was not the most excited to start it, but I was like, everybody's doing this, let me check it out. And now I'm kind of having fun making personalized videos for you, so go through my story and swipe up on my Cameo and get a video from me. They're fun. It's fun. I've been having fun with them, so chef's kiss, goodbye, love you all.